All right, we're going to be working on a 2013 Ford Explorer XLT. We're going to be replacing the passenger side engine mount. So I have a jack here. I have it underneath the car, propping up the engine. Again, we're not jacking up the engine, we just have it there for support. That way when I do remove the motor mount, the engine doesn't go down. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start removing the mount. We're gonna get 18mm socket. There's one on this side, the one I just loosened up. These are on the frame itself. There's 3 more on this side. I kind of slowly go move it just in case if I need to prop the jack more. So there are 3 nuts you need to remove. And they were all 18mm. Set that to the side. And notice that it does have some blue Loctite, so when we do reinstall it, make sure to reapply some blue Loctite on there. We missed one nut. It was hiding behind this harness. Slowly. So as you can see, the engine is starting to go down a little bit. I just want to jack it up just a little bit. We want to keep it on the same position where it's at. That way when you do reinstall that new motor mount, it's nice and easy. So let's see if we can kind of slide it to the side to get it out of the... There is enough space. Let's see. Let's see if we can go underneath this AC line. Just like that. As you can see, this one was actually broken. All right, so going back in, since the old one was broken, it was a lot easier to maneuver and getting it out from this space, but going back in, it's solid, so you need more space to be able to install it. So we're gonna be kind of shifting the coolant reservoir to the side. So you're just gonna, there's a clip on the side here holding the AC line to the coolant reservoir. Just remove it to the side. There's going to be 2 8mm bolts on there. You remove those. And again, we're just gonna shift it. We're not gonna completely remove it. You should have enough space. So to get this out, there's a little placement on there. So you just lift up on it until it wiggle it out, comes out just like that. And again, just shifting it, should have enough space. It's gonna kind of go underneath it. Just like so. I'm gonna have to go higher on the engine since the motor mount was completely broken, so it just should be easier to install. As you can see, just lifting it, that mount is just kind of going into place. Make sure it's fully seated before even trying to put any kind of bolt on there. So to start, we're gonna put the nut on just to kind of hold it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna secure it just enough so it can kind of go into place. Just like that. Okay, now we're gonna install the bolts on there, and don't forget to apply the new blue Loctite. In our case, the bolts lined up almost perfect to where I can kind of secure it by hand, and that's what you want to do, secure it by hand. Sometimes the engine kind of shifts to the back, so you kind of have to maneuver it manually if you have to. And it's easier if you jack up the engine, that way you can kind of move it where you want it to. That's what I'm gonna do a little bit because the threads are kind of getting stuck because it's not perfectly aligned, but I was able to get started. Yeah, so I'm kind of pulling on the engine towards the front of the car. Okay, so now that I know that the threads are on there, I can go ahead and start kind of slowly go into it. so. And I'm just going little by little all around. And then I can fully zap it. So now I'm just going around, making sure they're secure. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and reinstall that coolant reservoir. Just to the point where it's nice and snug. Okay. And last thing is we're gonna install that clip back. Push it in. Just like so. And then we're just gonna remove the jack, make sure that engine stays in place. It's gonna drop down just a little bit, not too much. And that's how you do an engine mount.